There we go. Okay. So, hey guys, I hope you guys can hear me, and I hope that you guys can see what's going on. Okay, I'm just going to trust the process and trust that everything is working how it's supposed to, and go on from there. So, hope everybody's doing okay today. This is kind of like a part to the video that I just did called "What Should You Do?" No, it was called why are you seeing these synchronicities? And in one of the decks, I felt like, doing advice for these might help. Always do your own due diligence. Always, do whatever you feel like you need to do because it is your life. And I am just a person on YouTube looking at cards. And if it doesn't resonate, don't try and force it. Please don't forget also to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm just gonna not worry about those. One, two, and three. If you guys need more time, you can pause the video and I'll be here when you get back. One, two, and three. So we want to know, what is the advice for you when it comes to you seeing all of these synchronicities? 111, 222, 333, 00, 1144, 1111. What is the advice? What do you need to do? Or what is the advice for you to do? You can take it, you can leave it. If you find value in this reading, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. What is the advice for the sleepers of this deck regarding the synchronicities that they are seeing? I'm here to pick up the phone. Maybe you guys are the ones who don't answer numbers that you don't know the don't know who it is. It could also be an advice to listen. Maybe even I don't want to say eavesdrop, but like, if somebody's talking or playing and they're talking loudly, maybe don't put your headphone on. Maybe keep one headphone off because it could be information that you get through something like that that actually helps you, um, get where you want to go. It feels like maybe you guys walk around with headphones in your ears a lot. It could also be a warning to, just make sure I would tell anybody this. This is not like an amazing prediction or anything. This is just like good advice that I would tell anybody. If you're walking down the street at night, don't put both earphones in. Make sure your phone is charged if you need to. Have a battery pack. Don't forget to make sure you've got like pepper spray and stuff in your bags. And heavy on the and stuff. Take that however you want to take it. Just the advice for this like this deck regarding the synchronicities that they are seeing. Watch out for potholes, especially if you already know there are like bad potholes in your city or whatever. Don't just fly over them. Same thing when it comes to railroad tracks. You may also benefit from putting a railroad spike under your driver's seat. If you are somebody who likes to hop trains, just be mindful. Don't be out there doing it while you're pass out, knock down drunk. Synchronicities. What is the advice for teachers? This deck when it comes to the synchronicities that they're seeing. Okay. Six of Cups. Ace of Wands. That looks like a spike to me. A little bit. Five of Pentacles. Page. Page of Swords. It's a lot of, it's like new energy here. Just had an idea and I don't want to forget. If you guys are watching the replay, don't forget that you can always just skip through all this stuff if you don't want to stick around for it. That's fine. It's a very interesting mixture of cards. I remember having a dream one time. This is going to be relevant to the Six of Cups. This Six of Cups reminds me of that dream. I had asked to see what happens before we come here. And it was a land that looked just like this, where things were very like idyllic, and that really looks like a very good, nice place to be. And in the dream, there was this, it wasn't really a pond. It wasn't like an ocean. It was like a big puddle where when you jump in, you go through the bottom and then you end up as a soul and a baby. But it was like the tree was over the pond, and I'm assuming it was the tree of life, but I don't know for sure. I never forgot that dream. This really feels like a soul's purpose type of thing. Some of you may have gone from a very like beautiful place in the past, and it really feels like accepting. It's like you took the baton, and you're running this leg of the race, but it's like once you got here, you're here. You know, you're down here with the rest of us, and it looks like this, and it feels like this, and this is what it is. This may have even been something that actually happened in your life where you were in a good place, especially if it happened around 2020. A lot of stuff happened to a lot of people around 2020. But this let's look at the Twelve of Pentacles first before I say anything else. It feels like you guys are the warrior souls who decided to be here at this time, at the very least, to witness what is going on, at the very most, to actually change the way things are going. We're gonna do that. Pentacles, please. Somebody also feels like they may have been a monk in a past life and took a vow of poverty. Some of that may be leaking over into your current life. You always have free will, though, so hopefully that'll help you get out of that. But that's what I feel like your soul is kind of like the kinds that would take a vow of poverty, the kind that would um like give the clothes off your back to somebody. There's the King of Swords, Page of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. This could be two. There goes the Devil. So two people. I'm hearing that song from Bob's Burgers that Linda was singing. Two people, something something to carry in life, and someone to hold you instead of being all alone. Such a lonely existence. Um, Where's the advice, though? You may have to let go of the idea of the perfect relationship. Okay, that came out and just like flipped over. You have pages here. Some of you guys may be afraid to be alone. I feel like too, um, the fear of taking going into new things, taking on new things. There's another ace. Ace clarified by an ace. How many aces are you going to get? Huh? Is there another ace at the top? Okay. It's the Four of Swords. All right. So, are these aces matching up with? No. There goes the ace and the page, and that's it. Okay. So, what is really going on here? There goes the Chariot. Something I'm not getting here. There goes the Queen of Wands. There goes the Four of Swords, just wanted to come out. And it is a pretty good thing to get on the Six of Cups because it feels like at this moment in time they're both kind of about rest. Justice card. All right, so your karma. There goes the card of 1111. Let me see what I can say. It's feeling like when it comes to your synchronicities that you receive, yours feel like it's more about healing. And it's like the card in one of these oracle decks. It's called um, Meditation Brings Answers. I think it's the yes or no deck. It feels like meditation will help you bring the answers you need, especially if you are in this Five of Pentacles energy right now, which could be feeling rejected, feeling left out in the cold. It could also feel like maybe money problems, problems with resources, especially if you're dealing with two people, two masculine people, so the man with the money and the man with the sword, which could be a professional like a lawyer, a doctor, or something like that. Hold on one second, guys. So it kind of feels like reading it backwards. It's like you may be right now in this state of lack. Maybe it's because of these two people. Maybe you feel like you're this one person in the middle getting tugged back and forth between these two people. This could be older brothers, could be your dads, um, it could be anybody. Just it could be even be feminine people, but they're showing up as masculine people here. One could be an air sign, the other one could be an earth sign, or just professionally. It could be feeling like, maybe a loss of a job or something. It could also be advice for you to keep your options open when it comes to work and things of that nature. the way you make money. It could be keeping your options open there because you know how it is. These corporations do not care. These corporations do not care about us at all. We could keel over in their office and like a few hours later they've already hired somebody or they already put up our job, for somebody else to take. But anyway, I'm just ranting now, I guess. So if I could just stop messing with my computer. Now I don't see the chat box at all. If anybody comes to chat with me, I would not know. And maybe that's okay. Just ranting now, I guess. So there we go. All right. Now I'm gonna start messing with it. I can just stop messing with my computer. I swear I muted that. It could also be having this lack mentality when it comes to new things, doing the same thing over and over again. Um, Closing your eyes to new things. I feel like part of your karma right now is to lose something, but then once you finally accept that it's gone, especially if it's a job, you're able to there's you lose one job, but there's like three other ones right there waiting for you. So what is the advice? I believe the advice for you guys is to be more open to new opportunities, and it should help you to resolve whatever these synchronicities are telling you. Whenever they pop up, it really feels like you guys needing to examine your opportunities, look around for new opportunities, even apply for new ones. You can even make your own opportunities. It feels like that's what this is being told. That's what is being said here. Meditation could bring answers for you guys. Um, if you are dealing with people with much more experience than you, be mindful around them. Try and communication between those who just try and be maybe even go to somebody who's more experienced than you and ask them, communicate with them, more than one, not just one person. Um, get several different opinions, several different perspectives on whatever the situation is, especially if you have your own ideas. Like if you guys are writers or content creators or whatever the case is, talk to somebody who has more experience than you. Look at if you don't want to talk to anybody, maybe even look at books. Look in books, go to libraries. I think there's this what's the app called? Overdrive and Libby. Those two you can go if you have a library card, get a library card for free, go on there and maybe look up information for whatever it is you want to do. Because I feel like there are opportunities there for you to grab, but you may not be focused on them because you've got, you know, it's like holding on too tightly to whatever you've got and not letting it go, or at least putting it aside so that you can start building something else. So, yeah, hope that advice made sense. I do see that you guys have this card can indicate 1111 to me. You also have a lot of ones here. This is the ace, which is it's the one. It's the one for the minor arcana. You may be seeing 1111 a lot. 111. That's the page, which can, I guess, be a 1 if you want it to be. This could also be you guys feeling like new opportunities, starting off on your journey, but you will have to put the effort in to actually get the opportunity out. So that could just be like applying to new jobs or taking the first step to manifest your darn your ideas into the world. Everything starts off as an idea. Everything starts off as an idea, and you just have to do whatever it is that you need to do to get that idea out of your head and into the world as a physical whatever. All right, so with that being said, guys, keep your eyes peeled, do the work. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. Hope to see you in the next one. And there goes that is the star card. I feel like that is y'all. Y'all just have main character energy, but sometimes it feels like you guys don't realize it or you don't use it, you don't recognize it, whatever the case is. So, deck number two, we want to know what the advice is for y'all when it comes to your synchronicities that you are seeing, whatever they are. They could be, seeing the same bird over and over again, especially if they're hawks, seeing the same number. People saying the same thing to you over and over again. Not just, regular stuff, but like one person saying something, then another person saying something to you. It's like the spirit's talking through people to you. And at the time, it might not make any sense, but then it's like maybe later on it makes more sense. What's the advice for the secrets of this deck as it pertains to the synchronicities that they're seeing? What is the advice for them? I am shuffling this wrong. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. Why is that? That's weird. Never mind. Hold on. I hate it when this happens. Okay, so I just put a couple of them in there the wrong way and shuffled them. Or maybe they turned over and I didn't realize it. It looks like I got them all, but I may not have, so we'll just have to see. Anyway, you guys might be Virgos. I'm seeing one particular person, and he's a Virgo. I don't know why. Like, a lot of the Virgos that I know have long hair. I used to know this guy, his name was Snowman, and he was pretty nice, but they called him Snowman, and he was like a very interesting character. He had long brown hair. He had like his eyes were pretty eyes. They were long lashes. If you just saw his eyes, you might stereotype him and call him like a woman because his eyes looked so feminine, but the rest of him was Snowman. But anyway, he used to drive a like 1960s bug. He always used to wear um tie-dye shirts and stuff. And he said that people called him Snowman because he was the shape and color of a snowman. Those were his words, not mine. Those were his words, not mine. Uh, but anyway, it's like what I'm getting the most about him is that he was a Virgo. And I don't know why, but a lot of the Virgos that I come into contact with, they have long hair. They tend to have long hair. Um, he used to skateboard a lot and just he was just an interesting character. But anyway, let me come off that tangent. What is the advice for you guys? This pertains to your synchronicities. So, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. For some of you guys, you might need to um look at the beauty in the small things. You guys may be working a lot, and most of the time when I see the Queen of Swords, she's a mind over emotion type of person. But here, what I'm seeing, it feels like, is she's really appreciating this butterfly up here. Some of you guys may have already gone through a metamorphosis, and you've put your head down and you worked your ass off, and you gained traction, you got a lot of stuff. Um, there goes the card of 1111 as well. So you may have built something, and it feels like some of the advice for you guys is to basically stop and spill the roses. Be a weirdo. uh, don't forget that you can sometime at some point you can put the sword down. What I'm seeing is this motion where she's got her sword up, the Page of Swords is putting their sword down. A lot of you guys may be like spiky. In one of the readings that I had, I channeled this message about being single and like being by yourself and intentionally like keeping people at arm's length. It feels like it's a little bit relevant at this point where you guys may have had your guard up for so long that it's become like you putting on this cloak, like your singlehood is like a cloak of spikes that keeps people away. And it feels like you guys built walls specifically to keep people out. Um, and it's really coming off as it could be time for you guys to take a step back. With the Page of Swords here, it's feeling like don't give up all of your protections. Don't give up all of your barriers, you know? Like leave the ones that aren't as rigid as some of the ones you've built, but take a step back um for a little while, you know, and maybe allow some people in. It really feels like the people in the background of this card have traveled for a long time. They've come to this person for what reason? For me, right now, it feels like they came to kind of hang out. They don't have weapons. They don't appear to have weapons. They're showing their faces pretty clearly. They're not wearing any armor or anything. So it feels like, be a little bit cautious, but not so much that no one can get in. No one at all. Let's look at these. The Virgos can also, in my mind, be considered an air sign, but that's because their minds move so fast a lot of time. To me, they feel like air signs. They're earth signs, but they feel like air signs sometimes. This could also be somebody's older sister. For some reason, I'm hearing ulcer. Um, I'm not a medical professional. If you feel like that resonates with you, get yourself checked out by a professional. Get more than one opinion if you need to. You may have had an ulcer that healed, and whatever you did to get that stress off of you, it's kind of like, uh, you know, keep doing that. Take care of yourself. Okay, I caught them before they fell. And it looks like they wanted to come out this way. Feels like somebody getting caught or something getting caught up. For somebody out there, the right person gets caught and the wrong person, the one that didn't do anything necessarily, gets to be taken off of the poll because this way, this person is here, you know, for sometimes I can see this person as being like legitimately caught up in something, but reversed, it really feels like somebody being released. I don't know why. Like recently, I've been getting like wrongfully convicted people being released. It's like the truth comes out. This way, it's like lies and deceit. Reverse, it's like the truth coming out to me. With the hangman, it's like something coming out and releasing could be information that feels like specific for somebody. What the fuck? Queen of Wands fell out. I would like to shuffle these and get get the message and stop dropping them on the floor. I changed positions, so I feel like maybe that's what the problem is. Queen of Wands. See if she comes out again. I'm hearing this part of the song from Epic the Musical. I think it's from the song Open Arms, where he's like, "You can relax, my friend." I feel like you guys have been wound up tight for a long time. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. That's cautionary tale about trusting the wrong people. Don't. That's why I said don't put all of your defenses down. Obviously, um, you can't really be out here with the naivete of a child, but it does feel like you guys have put up a lot of walls that keeps everyone out, and that's not healthy. You gotta find a good balance there. That might be a two-part story, actually. But when I find the song, I'll put it down there in the description box. You can listen to it on your own. Greet the world with open arms. There goes the Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands. You might have family members. You may have an older sister, older sibling that you maybe like what's the word? Estranged from. They might talk to you or send you a message. And if you guys are on the opposite side of this where you're too open, like your barriers are too porous, I'm seeing the motion for the sword to be brought back up. And it's like work on that. Protect your home, protect yourself, especially if you like have people around, you got, especially if you got like expensive toys or whatever, and if you're dealing with a fire sign, could be also an earth sign. I feel like protect yourself against that. Um, Take whatever side that you are on. I feel like you would know. You would know if your barriers are so stringent that you can't let anybody through at all. You would also know if your barriers are so porous that people will keep taking advantage of you guys. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Of the Queen of Swords. For some of you guys, the stories in the past where you used to be the Queen of Cups, where you would, let people in and they would just take advantage. And you became the Queen of Swords, where now you don't let anybody in and you spend a lot of time alone. Or, your community has shrunk to like zero, or your community has shrunk to just you and whoever's around you, like like close family. But in that song, they basically trespassed. It was a page of cups in this Cyclops's cave. There goes the magician, and there goes the fool. They killed the Cyclops's favorite sheep, and the Cyclops got mad and retaliated. Now that to me seems, like that makes sense. But that might have been part two of the song. But anyway, there's the backstory for that. I feel like the message is for y'all to read the world with open arms, but to definitely make sure that you do your due diligence, but don't overdo it. I feel like I keep saying that. You've got the Fool and the Magician, which feels like going on a journey or taking a leap of faith. You may have manifested something you didn't realize you manifested. I feel like people might be coming into your sphere and you're just turning them away without really like talking to them or like seeing, what's going on with them. I really feel like maybe people want to be your friend, but you're spiky. Alternatively, some big guys might need to be spiky when it comes to friends because they could be manipulative and try to take advantage. Too many cards. King of Swords. There's a lot of people here. You guys need to use your discernment. There goes the Nine of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, this to me can be a card of discernment because this card can be about guidance. Somebody in the past might be um, reaping the rewards of their poor behavior. This is another, I think it's another song from that epic album where they're talking to the Cyclops, and the Cyclops is like, "You killed my sheep, my favorite sheep. Don't you know the pain you sow is pain you reap?" Yeah, I might need to do some peaceful home stuff, even if it's just praying, cleaning your house. I'm hearing cinnamon broom. It was nobody. There goes Death card, nobody. Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords. I do feel like a lot of you guys have already become the Queen of Swords. You've moved away from difficulties. Um, Things came to an end. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me. And it feels like you've already changed. You're going into a new cycle. Something that you've already done. With the Eight of Pentacles, you've worked it out. You completed this masterpiece. And this is the After Tarot. So for me, you completed this masterpiece in the After Tarot card here. And it's like you're having to take a step back so that you can start a new cycle. And you may have to release a lot of people. There's several people here. You have to release a lot of people to do that. It's like this person in particular, this may be the main person that things ended with, and could have been a nightmare. This person could have been fighting their own personal war with their demons, and this person may have been the person that inspired you to be solitary with the hermit here. Then we come up here. There goes the Queen of Swords, which I feel like it's you guys. Um, she feels like she's starting over. She's moving forward. She's, she's giving the king whatever message that she needed to give him. Because look, she's got a hawk in the background, and he's got the hawk on his arm there. Feels like leaving this person behind, and she's looking toward the future. He's still looking toward her message from the hawk. And it definitely feels like it's not something he wanted to hear. She's working on manifesting things for the future, starting over. She may even manifested this closed cycle with the king. It's a nine, so it's very close to being over. And she's already, like taking a leap of faith toward herself, toward her future. And it's like starting over. This is a different storyline also as well, where she might have to step more into her emotional self to look at all these options she has. Take a couple of them, and one of them might be a completely and totally different person. Take whatever storyline resonates for you guys, and for the rest, the advice here feels like for some of you, um, find a way to be less spiky. For some of you, take a step back. These two match, and these two match. You may need to take a step back, um, mentally and emotionally, while using your discernment. It's a very tight rope, it feels like, that you have to walk here. Um, Especially if you're going to be letting more people into your life. It's like I just got rid of somebody. Why do I want to let somebody else in, right? But it feels like you may need them, um, at least for a season. What is that thing? I'll find that thing that Tyler Perry said as Medea in one of those plays he did, where some people are there for you for a season. Some people are like leaves, some people are like trunks of the trees, some people are like the branches, some people like roots, all that other stuff. I'm gonna just put it down below so you guys can watch it yourselves so I don't screw it up. So take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest. We also have the Knight of Swords here. Really like being in the different energies. Somebody may also do some growing mentally. Somebody may also grow backwards mentally. But yeah, or go through different stages, not necessarily in order, because there goes the Queen, the Page, and there goes the Knight. And the King of Swords could also be having these different things happen for him as well, especially if he's in um with the Knight of Swords. He could be the one who's having this like irrational stuff going on. So take rest tonight, sleep the rest. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I hope that the advice made sense. It felt like it was a little bit zigzaggy and convoluted there, but I hope it was clear enough to make sense. So here we go. Here we go. One more time. Everybody's doing fine. Here we go now. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. NSYNC has got that. There. Yeah. You know, dating myself there, aging myself there. I think I remember that. I think I remember when that song came out. It was a long time ago. But anyway, woo, don't do that. We want to know for pod number 3, what is the advice regarding the synchronicities thus far? Seeing, having, taking, turning around, and doing. What is the advice for pod number 3 as it pertains to the synchronicities? They are seeing. What is their advice? What do they need to know? What should they do? What is the advice for pod number 3 regarding the synchronicities that they are seeing? I'm hearing that. I'm seeing that commercial. That commercial. Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie? I feel like that has to do with consistency. Some people have actually gone out there and licked lollipops long enough to find out. I feel like it also has to do with learning from other people's mistakes and successes as well. Because you don't have to go out there and lick a lollipop for however many times it takes to have it all dissolve in your mouth and disappear. You can just find an answer somewhere. You don't have to you don't have to do everything the hard way. Basically, is what I'm hearing here. I need to fix that. Advice for guard the synchronicities. I gotta fix that. Anyway, I was typing too fast. What is the advice regarding synchronicities that the seeker is seeing? There goes the chariot. For me right now, that's coming off as you guys being yeah. There goes tower card. It's like flying off, not thinking things through completely. 7 of Pentacles. For somebody out there, you might be an Aries, you might be somebody who not all Aries do that, but I've seen people with a lot of Aries in their chart, and they don't think things through completely. They might get something in their hands. They're very impatient, the ones that I know. Not all of them, but the ones that I know. It's like they'll get something, an idea, for example, and they'll take it and they'll run with it, but then it's not well thought out and it might fall apart later on. I feel like also this could be being a bit overbearing in some way, shape, or form because the chariot card can be a card of I'm gonna fucking get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm determined. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it now. And it's not a card about like waiting. This is a card about like waiting and watching. but it feels like maybe even past fly off the handle actions have kind of caused like a tower moment. But with Seven of Pentacles there, it feels like looking back, this feels like advice to look back at past behaviors, especially if you already know you can be a bit impatient. Maybe you already know that you can be a bit fly off the handle. Um, some of it could be a bit over emotional, and that's not necessarily to say that it's like crying and being like, depressed and stuff like that. Anger is an emotion. A lot of people forget that anger is an emotion. It's like for a lot of masculine people, anger is the only emotion that they have been taught to express. And it feels like even if you're not a masculine person, that might be true for you, where like anger was an emotion that was more acceptable. It may have caused like a lot of issues. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, but it's also ruled by Pluto. But Mars also has um his hands on Scorpios. And it feels like there's a lot of Mars energy around you guys. This feels also like advice, like if you're watching this on the outside looking in, like if you're dealing with somebody like that, it feels like maybe keep your cards close to your chest and mind your business. Take whatever resonates, leave the rest. Let's clarify the cards. Nice tarot card here. The tarot card here is in the middle of everything, and it is a unpleasant but necessary thing that tends to happen. If you guys have been putting off housework, like how like maintaining the house for whatever reason, maybe waiting and watching for money, I feel like it's a good time for you guys to figure it out one way or the other. Figure out how to go ahead and like take care of your house because the tower is a structure. It can indicate like houses and stuff like that. Cars also, if you have put off maintaining your car, this could be advice for you guys to pay attention to that, especially if when you get in your car is when you see the synchronicities the most. Maybe you look at the radio and it says 111 or one whatever the synchronicity is. If you have not gotten your oil filter changed, your gas, your fuel filter, you haven't gotten all kinds of stuff looked at, tires rotated, all that other stuff, it's not a good time for you probably to go ahead and do this. This could be specifically, this feels like being on the road and something happening maybe to the engine or something. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just seeing the chariot as a car, especially if it's something that you've been ignoring for a long time. If you have a check engine light that's been on for 2, 3, 6 months, whatever, try and get it looked at. I know car troubles can be difficult. There are also things that you can do yourself, like you can change the spark plugs, the coil packs, make sure the fluids. You can even change your own oil. Check your oil, um, and your oil filter, your air filter. What about a tarot card, please? Tower card. Five of Swords. Also, take care of yourself. There goes the Queen of Cups. and the Star card. If somebody was mean specifically to a Queen of Cups type person, I wouldn't fuck around with her. I wouldn't fuck around with her because it really feels like this person um surprised you guys, especially if you already were mean to her intentionally. It feels like that backfired or it will backfire. This is advice that I would give anybody. If you are intentionally being mean to someone for like just being spiteful, I would just let it go, whatever it is. Because that shit will come back around and blow up in your face. And it really feels like if that is the case for you, this person is the star. Leave her alone. This person is spiritually protected. The star can be also about spiritual protection because she is down here in this pool. And I probably can't show you that. Like I want to. I could probably show you the pool without showing the nudity. But down here at the bottom, she's down here, you know, she's very connected to the star, the Queen of Cups, because she looks like the star person. But anyway, to me, these two are connected right now because they came out together. These came out together. These came out together. It's like these two more connected and these two more connected. It feels like if you guys are trying to fuck around with a star Queen of Cups type person, I would leave her alone. Also, if you guys know you have mental health things going on, the Five of Swords can be like a mental thing. Take care of yourself, you know, maybe get more rest than normal, eat and drink better foods. I know things are like really expensive out here right now. Just do the best you can. If you have not been taking your meds, this feels like somebody not taking their meds. Um, do whatever your doctor recommends. If the meds feel like are making you feel some kind of way, maybe tell your doctor. If they don't listen, go talk to another one. As many as you need to get what you actually need. Right for the Chariot card, but this looks like this synchronicity is like a big life-changing thing. Because you have two Chariot, you have the Chariot and the Tower card, and you've got two things here. All right. Ooh, there goes the Lover's card. More nudity. And yeah, I feel like yeah, Pentacles. Um, you definitely need to make good choices. I feel like the High Priestess here. Um, there's a lot of spiritual stuff going on. The High Priestess is a very spiritual card. The Star is a very spiritual card. It feels like you need to really think things through before you do stuff. Whatever it is, I would tell anybody that, think it through, make a plan. Look at the plan again, revise the plan before you enact the plan. It's like, what do they say when they're cutting boards? Measure twice, cut once. Clarify the something of Pentacles, please. You guys could be Gemini or have Gemini placements in your chart. There goes Cancer. Pisces. I like to think of the High Priestess as a Taurus, but I believe she's supposed to be Pisces. Scorpio. There goes the Star card, which is Aquarius. If somebody out there is fucking around with the occult and they don't know what they're doing, I advise you to get a teacher or something. I don't normally get that, but the High Priestess is a High Priestess, and she's like old world occult knowledge. Alternatively, Somebody could be preying on your downfall. If you're going through a tower moment, it feels like somebody could be watching it. Five of Swords and getting some kind of weird, um, I don't want to say validation, but that's what I'm hearing is validation from it, or some kind of weird, what I wanted to say won't come. Like it's like the word is at the tip of my tongue. I wanted to say like gratification, but I kept getting validation for some reason. Five of Pentacles, yeah. King of Cups, Seven of Cups. Nero's Death card. So there's a lot, maybe not a lot. There are a lot of major arcana cards. This feels like a life, like a seismic shift in your life. Um, you could either be the King of Pentacles or you could be the Queen of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles has the Five of Pentacles on him. She's out on Five of Swords and the Tower card, but also she's got the Star card. So I really feel like if you guys are the Queen of Cups, let's just say that if you're the Queen of Cups, there's this King of Pentacles here who may have some confusion or they may have done something. It feels like it's like the grass is greener on the other side, but then it ended up being like astroturf or spray painted or whatever. So it feels like to me like something was not well thought out. So the advice is whatever side you're on, think things through. One side I feel like it's not going to listen to me because it's probably not here. It's probably the King of Cups who's not here. So just statistically, you're probably self-identified as a woman. So I'm probably talking to you. It feels like everybody's not your friend. There's a lot of people who don't want to see you do well in life. Um, the advice for you, you may have to be a little bit Five of Swords to kind of get what you want. But if that is not the case, just try not to be. Don't let people like run you over, basically, with the cherry card. I feel like somebody wants to move quickly. They might even be trying to push you to do something quickly, but it's because they're trying to get you to trip up. They're trying to get you to like to not see something. They're trying to get you to like make a mistake. And I feel like it's not gonna work out in their favor. I do feel like it's gonna blow up in their faces if you allow them to like push you around. I feel like first of all you got a lot of like spiritual protection. I feel like you are a strong spiritual person. You might do things, whatever the case is for you, like whatever you practice, it feels like you're fairly strong in it. And there's some kind of weird competition going on here. I feel like for y'all, like waiting and watching could be very advantageous for you. I feel like if this tower hasn't already blown up, um, it feels like y'all are protected, but also feels like somebody out there is like determined to win for whatever reason. Once there goes the magician. I'm hearing this song from this movie, Eight of Swords and the Three of Cups. it's who's that? It's called Strange World. And they're like, search your clade, search your clade. His father was so I think that might no, I forget what the father's name is. But the father in that the grandfather in that movie, he was so adamant to do what he wanted to do that he ended up create like d being party to discovering something that was destroying a living planet. And he was so pig-headed throughout the movie that he could have just continued to encourage the destruction of this planet if he had not listened in the end. In the end, he eventually listened, but anyway, I'm not going to give you guys the whole story there. But anyway, it feels like somebody here has that kind of mentality where they're right, you're wrong, they're always right, they're always going to be right. Um, and that's what this Five of Swords thing here, and that might have been what sparked the tower to come down. But definitely feels like something strange going on. The magician is here with the high priestess and the star as well. I feel like maybe you should do some stuff, especially to protect yourself. Um, Three of Cups sometimes comes out to indicate three people. If it's like you and two people that are very precious to you, because on this card, look at them. They're all, very happy. You may want to do some things. If you need to, you may also want to do like binding on certain people if you know how to do it. Um, I don't work for people, but you could possibly find other people to do the work for you. Trusted people, you know, advice. Whatever this tower card, whatever's going on here, I feel like since the Queen of Cups is here with the star, I think she'll be okay. And she's looking at the High Priestess and the Magician, so I feel like she'll be okay. Um, the King of Cups looking into the future, it looks like he's got this Five of Swords here. What is coming for the King of Cups? I just wrote one card. There goes the moon. This person could be a Cancer, but they could also be having um moon, like Pisces placements as well. It's looking, I don't like the moon here because it's like things are not what they seem. This person might get bad information. They might get like bad epiphanies. Like I don't even know if you can do that. Like bad ideas. There goes the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant too. I did say I wanted one card. I should stop doing that. But anyway, this person may have a dog or be a dog. Um, but I feel like something is not clear for this person. Like things, they may have like weird expectations that, there's a lot of aces here, that aren't necessarily realistic. Queen of Cups gets the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups gets the Moon. So I feel like With bravery and strength, this person may also benefit from talking to a Leo or somebody with Leo placements. But I feel like the Queen of Cups is the person I'm talking to. So for y'all, think things through. If somebody's being mean to you, I don't feel like things are gonna work out well for them. I feel like it's gonna blow up in their faces. Um, I feel like if they're trying to watch and wait to see if this tower is gonna crumble down upon you, I see you guys down here. There's water down here on the tower card. I see you guys bathing in that water. Like, I don't see, I feel like y'all are gonna like make lemons into lemonade. You're going to um be flexible. The Queen of Cups can be very flexible. There's a lot of water here. That could also be advice for y'all to be flexible. Uh, I'm hearing get on your Zoom, but what I really want to say is if you're a magical person, get on that, do protections, return to sender, cleansing and stuff like that. Because I feel like your ships will come in. If you need to, you might want to do some bindings on people, especially if they're like really trying to follow the swords. You know, you. It's like I feel like they're watching to see if something they did is working as well. If this person is also a magical person, um, the moon is not. I don't feel like I don't think it's a negative card, but with all of these other cards here, I feel like this person has intentions that are shrouded and shaky and not necessarily good intentions. I also feel like they have expectations that aren't realistic, and you could use that to your advantage. So, for whatever your situation is, if it resonates, leave the rest. That was a lot. Remember, these people are not your friends. Um, Whatever side you resonate, if you're being mean to somebody and you have no reason to be mean to them, leave them alone. If you're just mad at them for, whatever, this person left you behind, leave them alone. You know what I mean? Like if they rejected you, Five of Pentacles, and you're just being spiteful and mean, that's gonna blow up in your face. Cut it out. If you are the person that's somebody is trying to be mean too, Five of Swords, um, do what you gotta do to take care of yourself, basically. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, comment. Hope to see you guys in the next one.